Whew, you did it. You're done. Done with Management 214, Managerial Accounting. I love teaching this class. It's my favorite thing to teach. It's so useful. And, it's like the heart and soul of actual management and the work of managers. But boy, is it a lot of work. And I fully recognize that. And I really appreciate all the effort that you all have put into this class, particularly with the budgets and with learning Excel. Now that you know Excel, you're going to be using it pretty much every day in your next class with me, which is financial management. And so I'm gonna, you're all like in my roster for finance. So I'm gonna send out a video to the entire finance class for the fall in a couple of days, talking about how class is gonna go. But one thing I want you guys to know is that we are done with Cengage, right? I found I'm not super crazy about Cengage as a publisher, and actually I'm not going to be using a Cengage product in 214 next semester either. We're going to be using, this is the finance book. It's published by Pearson, and it's really very good. The difference between finance and managerial accounting and financial accounting is that finance looks at time and risk, because once you start thinking about what's happening in the future, then your calculations and your evaluation of opportunities changes because of the riskiness of not knowing what's going to happen in the future. So that's sort of a little bit of I guess you'd say, a preview of things to come in your finance class. The other thing is that right now, today, I'm sitting down and getting your grades all sorted. So I'm going to close down that final column in my grade book. I don't know what it looks like for you, but I'm going to close down and hide the final grade in this class for you while I, get everything squared away. I'm going to go into Cengage, make sure that everything that's in Cengage is what's showing up in Canvas, make sure that I've got everything, look at my emails and all that if you emailed me work. And so I'm going to close that today while I'm doing this finalizing your grades work. Then I'm going to open it back up later today. And when I open it back up, probably around 3 or 4 in the afternoon, what you see is what I think your grade is. Right, and so then if there's some discrepancy, if you think that you've turned in things that you don't see me giving you credit for or anything like that, I don't have to actually submit these grades until Thursday, I think. So we have a couple of days to get things sorted. That's grades. And then the other thing is that the course evaluations are available today, and I want to encourage all of you, if you will, please, to take a minute and fill those out. What happens with course evaluations, they're anonymous, of course. They go into the system, and then I get the results, and I have to, I welcome looking at the comments in particular and taking them into consideration. As I plan, I'm always trying to improve, and particularly as we do this pivot to online teaching in general, and online teaching in the summer. I'm very, very open to anything you guys have to share about how to improve, what worked, what didn't. And if you don't want to, let's say that maybe there's something that you want to share, but it's a little critical and you don't necessarily want to do that in a way that all my bosses will hear it, feel free to email me. There is nothing that you could say that could hurt my feelings or anything like that. I'm just trying to do the best I can, and anything that you have to share would be helpful. Okay. And again, thank you so much for all your hard work. I'm really glad that y'all made it through this, and you're going to find probably the finance class is probably going to be easier in some ways than this class because you'll already know Excel, right? So you won't be learning that whole new program on top of learning new analytic techniques. Finance, because you now have this tool available to you in your back pocket, the math, it's not even math really. Excel takes care of everything for you. The hard thing in finance class is just getting your head around setting things up and thinking about things. And so that's what we're going to be doing in the fall. I cannot wait to meet you all face to face having worked with you all summer. And yeah, like I said, I'm going to be sending out another video to the entire roster for the finance class, talking about how things are going to go. Okay? All right. Thanks again. We'll see you in a couple of weeks. Enjoy the rest of your summer.